Here we are at a road course race in Watkins Glen for the running of the Finger Lakes 355. We're going to be turning left and right here today, so it should be an exciting race. First, let's look at our starting lineup. On the pole, we have Code Luigi. 2 is outside, 31 of Andrew Miller. Then 30 of Wyatt Walker. 4th is Francis Dustin. Rounding out the top 5, got Luke Rainey. Then Jason Smito Jr. in 6th. 7th is Michael Canto. 8th, Casey Smito. 9th, Evan Hunter. Rounding out the top 10, you got Marcus Sashi. He's second in points, only 1 point behind your points leader. And then in the next row, I got Julius Anderson and Kevin Bannon, along with Patrick Smith and Jonathan Buford, then Alex Stewart and Max Anderson, Michael Gregory and Cynthia Bright, Isaac Nichols and Alexander Rowe, William Seaman and Jeff Bright, then Brandon Tharp and Joe Jefferson, John West and DJ Reed, Eli Bright and TJ Henley, who won the target race here yesterday, Keegan Thompson and Brady Wernest. Then you got Tim Gary and Trey Rainey, Levi Shones, Carter Friesen, Tim Randolph, Riley Spurley, Jay Jefferson, Josh Zamito, then Justin Heath, Adam Lewis, and then rounding out the field, you got Derek Bouchard and Javier Hernandez in row 21, the last row. So that is your starting lineup here at Watkins Glen. Let's now go down trackside for the command.
For today's command, Bobby Allison. Gentlemen, start your engines.
Give your seatbelts a little tug there for me there, buddy. Get a little drink of Gatorade. Be safe. Have some fun, all right?
So field rolls off. See, there's your points there. DJ Reed starting towards the rear of the field, so he has some work to get up to the front. Code Luigi has been top 5 in points, top 10 in points pretty much all season long. He's been very consistent. He's had some unfortunate breaks, but now he's looking to break through here at Watkins Glen. He's on the pole with Andrew Miller's shoes outside, so he's hoping for a good day. Pace car is in. 14 laps of left and right turns here at Watkins Glen International. Track position huge here at Watkins Glen as they come down the front straightaway. Green flag is in the air. We are underway here at Watkins Glen. The field up through the S's for the first time here this afternoon. Francis Dustin just got the wall, I think, just a little bit coming off the S's to kind of slowed everyone up. And now Julius Anderson's going to make a move as they're stacked up behind him as they enter the Aaron Loop. The Aaron Loop bus stop, whatever you like to call it. They get through it cleanly, the front few do. Wyatt Walker's gone up to second. Andrew Miller, after starting second, has fallen to 4th. Just shows how that outside lane is no good. As Luke Rainey's gone up to 3rd as well. And we got Michael Canto behind. They almost went 3 wide into turn 6. And then into the final corner of turn 7, we've seen many cars hit the wall off of turn number 7 as they just enter it way too hard. See right there, Wyatt Walker almost does it. Ooh, close there for Max Anderson. He may have just caught it a little bit as Code Luigi leads lap number 1. Francis Dustin looking for a position there. Underneath Jason Smith Jr., that's for 6th. He's going to take it. They'll enter now the S's. Very high-speed portion of the track right here, the S's, as the caution has come out. So our first caution of the day is they're balanced side by side through the S's. Jason Smith Jr. will take it. He'll keep it from Evan Hunter. The yellow has come out for I don't even know what it could have been, as it looks like no one has any real damage. Oh, I guess Tim Gary does have some pretty heavy front damage. So they're racing back Code Luigi as the race leads, trying to hold on to lead them back to the caution flag. But Wyatt Walker is coming down that inside lane. Look at the run he got off the carousel. Now come down this little short chute area and into the final 2 corners. Code Luigi just trying to hang on over at Wyatt Walker. Looks like he'll be able to as they enter the final corner of turn 7. And we'll come off it nice and clean. Code Luigi's going to lead us back to the yellow. Wyatt Walker behind him in 2nd. But it looks like problems for Tim Gary to bring out the first caution of the day. So last race winner involved in a heavy crash. Let's see what happened. Looks like the wall bit another one here. Bray Wormness in the 10 car going to get high. Tim Gary right behind. And Wormness hits the wall. Tim Gary then just gets nailed, or hits Wormness in the rear. Levi Shones does an incredible job of missing it. He does get some damage. Jay Jefferson flies through to gain positions. And caution comes out. So Tim Gary, the only one with very heavy damage in all of that, as he just hit the 10 in the rear end and it kind of spun him sideways. And that is what the yellow was for, sideways in front of the back of the pack. So the yellow comes out. Code Luigi leads us back They'll probably stay out, and the 42 car leads back to the green flag. As the field paced off the carousel, we're coming to take the green flag with 10 to go. No cars retired from that. Tim Gary is getting some repairs to his damage. As Luigi is out front, Wyatt Walker is in second. Third is Luke Rainey. Fourth, Andrew Miller. And Michael Canto in fifth. Then Francis Dustin in sixth. Jason Smith Jr. seventh. Julius Anderson eighth. Evan Hunter ninth. And Patrick Smith rounds out the top 10. And where's your points there, DJ Reed, at currently? He is in the 28th position. Hasn't really made up any ground, so that's a tough break for him. Your points leader, Marcus Sachi, right up there in the front, could possibly gain some points. So, the field pace-off turn. The pace car makes the right-hand turn to pit road. Luigi and Wyatt Walker, 1-2 for this restart as they come down the front straightaway. Green flag back in the air. We're back racing. And Wyatt Walker did not let Luigi get away right there. He's on his back bumper entering turn 1. It's a very fast corner. You can wheel hop into that corner, and it could cause a lot of problems as they come down into the S's. Some passing back there. Looks like Julius Harrison got a little wide, possibly getting past. Andrew Miller has gotten into the wall now. Caution out, a wreck in the S's. TJ Hanley has gone around. DJ Reed, your points leader. Jeff Bright and Eli Bright have damage. Hanley with the most. And once again, a yellow. We barely got any racing in, and they wreck again. As Luigi just has to lead them back again. He'll lead them back to the line, probably. Has to make 2 more corners as they spin in the S's. That's one of the places that's the narrowest on the track, and you just can't get going. And that's what happens when you try to race side by side, maybe even 3 wide through there. So Luigi back to the line first. And let's see what happened. TJ Hanley, Jeff Bright, Eli Bright, DJ Reed, all with heavy damage in the S's. Here's what happened. We've seen this happen time and time again. Isaac Nichols in the 48, then you got TJ Hanley in the 30, and Jeff Bright in the 5. And Hanley makes some slight contact with Nichols, and it sends him sideways into Jeff Bright. Look at this hit right there. Those are some hard hits, and then they come out into the track. DJ Reed nowhere to go. Eli Bright nowhere to go. It just stacks up. Trey Rainey, Jay Jefferson, Riley Spurley too with damage. Possibly Tim Randolph in the 93 as well. Those are some vicious hits right there, especially for Hanley and Jeff Bright. They hit that guardrail very, very hard. And then DJ Reed, your points there, nowhere to go. Jay Jefferson, nowhere to go. Let's go over to TJ Hanley, as he has an outboard camera for winning yesterday's target race. And obviously not going to be able to do that here today. DJ Reed, your points leader, might not keep it after today. He saw that hole open, and it just closed by the time he got there. One more, Jeff Bright, your season number 2 champion. Yeah, just a big mess there in the S's. So Luigi leads us back to the line, and they're going to stay out, and Luigi leads us back to the green flag. The field comes off the carousel. We're taking the green flag with 7 laps to go at halfway. So 4 cars are retired from that. Eli Bright, DJ Reed, your points there, not what he needed. TJ Hanley's up there in points, that's not what he needed. And Jeff Bright trying to get there in points, that's not what he needed. All 4 of these drivers, really terrible breaks for them. They're up there contending for somewhere in points. And Eli Bright, you have to feel for him. He got, I think it was his first Gatorade Cup Series victory at Watkins Glen, season number 2, with that 88 car. So he had high hopes coming into today. So Luigi is out front. Wyatt Walker is in second. Third is Luke Rainey. Fourth, Michael Canto, and Francis Dustin fifth. Jason Smith Jr. in 6th. Andrew Miller has fallen to 7th. Evan Hunter 8th. Julius Harrison 9th. And Patrick Smith 10th. Pace cars in. Halfway. This time by 7 laps of racing to go. Luigi has been out front for all 7 laps. As he'll take the green flag. He'll lead the most laps once he takes the green flag. And it is out. Green flag back in the air. Wyatt Walker didn't let Luigi get away right there. Walker did have a good run, but Luigi outbreaks him into turn 1. Staying single file within the front 10. Take a look at our flyby of the field through the S's. Just see how fast they're going through there. So now enter the bus stop. Look how fast they're going through here. Wyatt Walker on the back bumper of Luigi. Kind of loses them right there through the bus stop. Behind them, battling for 6th, 5th. Jason Smith Jr. is going to get by Francis Dustin. And now here comes Dustin's teammate, Andrew Miller. Marcus Sachi there. He might be able to take the points after the rough day for DJ Reed. He's right now in 11th, going for 10th on Patrick Smith. And here comes Case Smith on the 20 car. Smito up high into the wall. And many guys will get by, including Isaac Nichols back there into the wall. Jason Smito Jr. on the charge for 4th now. He's going to get by Michael Canto. He's gained 2 spots since the restart. Can he get by Luke Rainey? Can he get there and challenge the front 2? Canto out wide. Francis Dustin will get by him now. Caution back out. For Tim Gary, probably once again. Racing back. And this should be the final restart once they take the caution flag. Into the bus stop. Jason Smith Jr. has been coming. Look for him on this restart to possibly try and drive it down to the bottom of turn 1. Try and get some positions there. It's going to be late in this race with under 5 to go, as they will come and take 5 to go this time. Wyatt Walker at the run. Does get beside Luigi. He doesn't. Luigi blocks. Can Luigi go back to the line first? Wyatt Walker is challenging him. Off of 7. Luigi off of 7. Does get back to the line first. Jason Samito Jr. and Luke Rain battle hard. Samito gets it. And Samito Jr. from 5th to 3rd. And he's going to have something on this restart for Luigi and Wyatt Walker. But let's see. I'm going to bet Tim Gary probably hit the pit barrels. We've talked about turn 7, turn 7, turn 7. It's the hardest corner here at Watkins Glen, and cars just get the wall, and Tim Gary kind of washed up into Shones, and then that hits him down into the into the barrels, and the caution comes out. So that is what the caution was for. Tim Gary hitting the barrels. Luigi leads us back to the line. They're of course going to stay out, and it's going to be a restart with under 5 laps to go here at the Glen. The field pace off the carousel once again, coming to 3 laps to go, so this will be the final restart. Tim Gary is up because so we have 37 cars left in this race. Luigi is out front. He's led all laps, trying to hang on and win. 2nd is Wyatt Walker. 3rd is Jason Samito Jr., who has made a charge as of late. Can he get up there and pass the 36 and the 42? Luke Rainey is 4th. Francis Dustin 5th. Then Michael Cantone 6th. Andrew Miller 7th. Evan Hunter in 8th. 9th, Julius Anderson. 10th, Patrick Smith. Here we go. You know how badly Luigi wants to win. He has 2 Gatorade Cup Series victories to his credit. The 2.5 mile tricky triangle of Pocono, the 2 mile D-shaped oval of Auto Club, trying to add on the 2.45 mile road course in Watkins Glen. We're about to find out who wins it. 3 laps to go at the stripe. As Luigi will step on the gas, we're back racing at Watkins Glen. Who wins it? Wyatt Walker once again, a great restart. Jason Smith Jr., that car rotated right there. If he can get by Wyatt Walker, this time he might have a shot at Luigi. Here he comes into the esses. See how dangerous it is, though, to get out wide. He did again. Oh, that's going to cost him a ton of time. Luke Rainey might challenge him now. Is that all she wrote? Come to go this time. Oh, Luigi out wide. The caution is out. They've wrecked off the esses. This will be the race. Luigi, trying to hang on and win. Takes a defensive line into turn number 6 and then into turn 7. He just has to handle one more corner and then coast it around for 2 laps. Off of 7, Luigi will get back to the yellow in first. Can he hold on and win? Car's getting the wall. Luigi leads us back. As the race will end under yellow, they keep wrecking. Carter freezing with a 10 damage. He was possibly involved. Let's see what happened. Once again, just carelessness through the S's. As you can see, William Seaman just gets dumped by Isaac Nichols for no reason whatsoever. And if only we could actually have a road course where racing was actually good. And then they come down into the field, and of course nowhere to go for Trey Rainey and Carter Friesen, and then the rest of the field behind. They hit the walls hard, hit the guardrails. The caution will come out for that as the track is blocked, nowhere to go, and that's what's going to end the race right there. Look at it in real time, and then we'll see what happened to Javier Hernandez and others up ahead, as it looks like Javier Hernandez and maybe even Derek Bouchard have hit the wall in the carousel. As cars come flying in, and then let's see what happened. We'll speed up as they now race off. And Hernandez just comes up into Derek Bouchard, and that's a hard hit for both of them, and sends them into the wall pretty hard. So that should be the race, as Luigi should get back to the line and win. We'll come back to the checker flag. Here it is. The race will end under yellow, and it looks like it's Luigi's race to win. Cara Friesen, Derek Bouchard, and Javier Hernandez have all retired from that wreck. And it looks like Luigi will end up winning this one. It's going to be his third career Gatorade Cup Series victory. He's going to do it here at Watkins Glen. And it was in dominating fashion. Started on pole, led all 14 laps, and got some lucky cautions there, as Jason Smith Jr. was coming there at the end. So as they come off of turn number 7, Luigi is going to be a 3-time Gatorade Cup Series victor. As off of turn number 7, no one in between him and the finish line besides the pace car, but the pace car is not for position. Down the front straightaway, Luigi wins the Finger Lakes 355 at the Glen. The top 10 crosses. Let's go and check the finishing results. Here are the finishing results from the Finger Lakes 355 at the Glen. There were 4 caution flags for 8 laps. Kind of disappointing there, because all the test races were actually clean and went 14 laps without a caution. And there was one driver who led the race, and Luigi started on pole and led all 14 laps. Wyatt Walker ends up second. Jason Simeon Jr. made a charge up to third. Luke Rainey fourth. Francis Dustin in fifth. Then you got Michael Canto in 6th, Evan Hunter 7th, Julius Anderson 8th, Andrew Miller 9th, and Patrick Smith 10th. So there's your top 20. You can see Marcus Sachi there in 11th. He's still going to be second in points because your race winner, Luigi, takes over the points lead. Joe Jefferson need that run in 20th. A nice solid run for him to try and get back up into the top 20 in points, as obviously he fell below that. Your Daytona 500 champion started the season off with a bang and is now kind of fallen. Top 20 for this race, not bad. Cynthia Bright and Kevin Bandon, they need the same thing to happen. They get 13th and 14th. Very good days for them as well. Look down 21st to 40th. See down here, John West. Keegan Thompson, after starting 29th, ends up 22nd. He avoided all the madness. Not bad for him. Justin Heath started 40th. He ends up 24th. Not bad for him at all either. Down here, Trey Rainey was up in the top in the points. He finishes 30th, so it will drop him just a little bit. And then down here, some of these guys down here, Eli Bright needed a good run to stay in the top 20. DJ Reed, your points leader, finishes 41st. TJ Hanley on the cusp of a chase by a knot. He's 40th. And then Jeff Bright, who was up getting into the top 20, and now he finishes poorly once again. So now let's go look at the point standings. Here are the point standings after the wild race at Watkins Glen, and Luigi, his first victory of the season, and it gets him to the points lead by 13 points over Marcus Sachi, who is second in points. Alexander Rowe has been consistent. He's third in points. Michael Canto is fourth, and DJ Reed, after a poor day at Watkins Glen, he falls to fifth. Andrew Miller is sixth. TJ Hanley seventh, so he's still in his playoff position. Eighth, Trey Rainey, he's also in his position. Tim Gary ninth, and Justin Heath rounds out the top 10. So there's your top 20. And as we mentioned, Luke Rainey, with a great day, moves up into the top 20 points. He has the first wild card spot with that victory at Bristol. Yeah, Luke Rainey, he's actually had a decent season, except for the DNFs. If not for those DNFs and a lot of the wrecks he's been in, he would be up there in the top 10 points. As we look down, 21st to 40th, Eli Bright has fallen below the cut line. Joe Jefferson is up to 23rd in points. Cynthia Bright and Evan Hunter with wins. They're 25th and 26th in points. So they need to get up there with their victory along with Joe Jefferson. Same with Kevin Bandon. As we mentioned, Jeff Bright down here has fallen below 25th. He was 21st coming into today. And then guys down here, Jay Jefferson, William Seaman, Isaac Nichols, Jason Smith Jr., Riley Spurley, Josh Shimito, and Keegan Thompson need something big for them to try and get up there, get victories. If you get 1 or 2 victories, it could propel you up. Hell, if you get into the All-Star race, get a win there, it could get you into the chase. So, the next race, it should be another wild one, the Target 400 at Richmond. See you guys then.